Okay. Hello again. In the project I would like to present today, we try to use satellites to do weight watching of water fluxes. If we talk about water fluxes, the most prominent water flux, especially in a city like Hamburg, is precipitation in terms of rainfall or snowfall today. Precipitation leads to an increase in the water mass in a certain area. The opposite effect we have from evaporation, meaning water flowing from the surface back into the atmosphere. This leads to a decrease of the water mass in a certain area. A similar effect we can have from lateral runoff, meaning water leaving the system via, for example, the river system, which also decreases the water mass in the area. We can now balance those fluxes and take precipitation minus evaporation minus runoff. We call this the terrestrial water balance. And it is balanced by a change in water mass over time. And this change in mass we can determine by a scale, because change in mass changes the weight in this area. And our scale is the satellite mission GRACE. We also call it a scale in the sky, and it measures those changes in mass. And the water fluxes we can get from atmospheric models. Atmospheric models you can imagine like weather models used for weather prediction, but we're not interested in a prediction from one day to the next, but we use model versions that are dedicated to simulating the evolution of water fluxes consistently over a longer period of time. But as it is always the case with computer simulations, we need actual data to control them. So we use our data to evaluate the atmospheric models. And on the next slide, you can see the result of this evaluation. Here we have one atmospheric model, and you see the differences between model and observations. And whenever it's lighter, it's good, and darker, it's not so good. This is an old model version, and if I go to the new model version, we can see the improvement going back and forth becomes lighter. And the difference you can see here, whenever it's blue, we can see that there's an improvement in the new model, and the yellow, in the yellow parts, the old model was actually better, which might be even the more valuable piece of information for the model developers. So this is an example how we used our geodetic satellite data for the evolution of weather models, of atmospheric models, by weighing the change of water mass.